You know, I'm just gonna make sure that whatever I'm doing is just gonna continue. But there are certain obstacles in my way that I just need to sort out for later days, simply because I see that there are things that will happen in one way or another. And there will be certain people that I need to prepare in order to prepare myself for working with people. And that's just a very important point where I say I have to steel myself physically and spiritually, you know, soul, body and mind. And I have to go through so many things because I have a goal. And that's why, you know, when I say I feel like there's a woman that is kind of my anchor point, then it's simply because, I don't know, I have refused until now to give in to her. And there is this very important factor about, you know, not smoking joints for a while. And I'm not sure how long I can withstand, but generally I can, because when I feel like, you know, when I go to spend time with people that smoke joints, you know, you kind of start getting trapped into being an expression of your own greed, right? You just sit around and you just become some kind of, I don't know, like a meathead, because you hold on to the idea that you have to eat meat all the time. Or, you know, meathead in terms of smoking too much cannabis and then channeling your energy in expression, as in, you know, in an expression of self-loathing. And because you hate yourself, you start hating others, and then you have these kind of really heated, you know, break me down arguments, which are very valuable, like very valuable indeed, like the most valuable things that you can imagine are probably the conversations that you can have in a group without anyone shouting, but with everyone doing their best to explain. You know, like, let's say one person has a problem to understand something and he's expressing that, and then someone else is, you know, because he, you know, the person speaks and speaks and speaks and you try to follow, you know, and sometimes people lose track of what they're actually saying and then they get really angry. You know, I've had practice with my microphone where I just talk into the microphone or the camera for hours and hours and hours. And I, you know, experience like these moments of peace where I can just speak without being interrupted. Now the question is, if I'm in the fucking room, sorry for the F word, just say he's a rock star, okay? Just say he's a rock star, he just loves the word. He just loves the word. He puts in the work, he just has a very aggressive nature. But instead of walking around punching people, what he chooses to do is simply express what he wants. And the truth is, I don't think, sometimes I feel like I'm not sure if I could live here with anyone that hasn't grown up here. Okay, I do feel like there is a necessity of spreading. You cannot just marry people who are your neighbors, because it's kind of incest. Sometimes you just have to bring fresh spirit. But the fresh spirit that I thought I would attract here just doesn't exist, And so you think, okay, where are you? Well, you're kind of stuck, Okay, what's available? Does that really do for me? Because, okay, I do work with what's available. And if I want to be with a woman at the moment, then there are only certain options, because I cannot attract anybody else. And it seems to me that who I thought was supposed to be my companion for the rest of my life just doesn't exist anymore. It's like she just left. There's just nothing. There are coming messages. I am communicating with someone, and I feel like I am being prepared for whatever sexuality is. But it's certainly not coming in the way that I think it should. And I'm not sure how much sexuality I'm allowed to have, but I have been eating meat and it has strengthened me. So why not just choose to be with a woman and just relax into each other? Because I have this problem. It's like you start feeling kind of mushy. You start feeling kind of mushy when you merge into other people. But I think what I really need to do, because I start to hate men again. I really hate men. I don't like sitting around talking with men all the time. It's disgusting. It's like this lip service to each other and to yourself, and where everybody just sits around. Everybody wants to say something that's like smarter than what the other one said. If they don't manage to beat you with words, they're gonna start getting aggressive, or they just send you these evil thoughts instead of just doing therapy for themselves. I mean, what's the point of meeting every day with the same people and then sitting around smoking, and then the whole day is just it's just like you just become one lump of people, and the only experience that you all share all the time is just sitting together and smoking. Everybody just talks about, yeah, I haven't smoked yet. And when you haven't smoked, you want to smoke. And when you smoke, you're just waiting until you smoke again. And so it's like, I just ate something, and now I'm just gonna wait till I'm hungry again. Then I'm gonna take a shit, and I'm just gonna eat, again. That's how I used to live. Then you realize, wow, there are so many things that I could do apart from eating and shitting and sleeping and watching movies and smoking joints. I like smoking joints, but my mind becomes like too foggy. I cannot form clear thoughts anymore. I cannot speak. It works for some time to kind of escape from the situation that you judge as terrible or weird or hard or tough or unbearable, or a cause for suffering, or the reason for your misery. Well, it's your situations. you know, your life has placed you in a situation where you need to confront certain things in order to grow, and in order to, you know, fucking hell, you know, you really have to wait. Fucking hell, eh? You know, it's like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna walk into that gate, you know. They really wait until the gate is closed. Like, I mean, that's kind of, we all there watching me, you know. It's possible that they were, I don't think so, you know, they just wanted to make sure that I'm not gonna go in there, or they just took the gate as a reason to wait, right? And so, you know, that's what I'm not really getting, you know. So I don't have friends. I have people I spend time with, but I also feel like, you know, I've been poisoning myself for some time so that I can carry it in one insane kind of expression of courage. And now I have to see for myself, you know, who's pulling me here. Is it me? I see the energy of a woman vibrating on a high frequency to pull me into a different direction, where I stop being so dependent and where I start opening up to the things that I learned, which is, you know, friends are good, but, you know, being your own friend is also good. You know, looking for friends outside of yourself and then finding them within yourself, which is, you know, do I really have to sit in the park every day, have conversations because I think you need me? You know, that's the delusion, that I think other people need me to live, you know, because who really needs you to live is yourself. And that's why I'm grateful for having these conversations. And if I think about, you know, let's say there's a woman where I know, you know, she sometimes goes to the boulder hall, and, you know, we've already been together, and I just have to imagine myself being in a relationship with her, and I would realize it would never work, you know. She's like the kind of, you know, woman I'd probably like fist bump on the shoulder, but she's not the kind of woman that I think, you know, never say never, but we've already tried, and I felt like it was a mismatch. I mean, it matched for something, but there was clearly something else. You know, now the question is, you know, if I would sit on a couch and she would sit right next to me, would we feel an attraction? You know, but I really feel like, and that's a really strange thing that you can't really express or explain to anyone, that somebody is, you know, this place is already occupied. And it's been occupied for some time. And I've tried to replace her, you know, with others. And usually you go back to the ones that you knew. And then you're trying to realize, is there a chance to get back with each other? And then you realize, you know, what's the point? You sleep with a woman, you're connected. You know, you try to get away from it. Every woman I've ever slept with, I still feel them. I still feel the connection. They're all still there. You know, teaching me something from a distance and makes no sense. And, you know, I have like 12 women that constantly teach me stuff. You know, insane. You know, and I teach them stuff, that's for sure. Sometimes I even reach out to women for teachings. And sometimes women come to me, you know, and then I teach them, they teach me, you know. It's always like, you know, but sometimes, you know, I feel like, okay, I'm quite the teacher. Okay, I have to be honest about these things. I'm quite the teacher. And there's certainly a woman that I see as a challenge. And maybe I've been trying to go for a little girl because I was afraid of opening up to a real woman, you know. And that's, okay, you know, that's where I'm not so sure. Because nothing has really claimed me yet. No woman really came forth and said, you're it. And then the question is, if she would come, could I resist? Or would I just start laughing? You know, if I know it's right, I'm just gonna start laughing. And I've met women and I thought, okay, maybe she's gonna be it now. And then she wasn't it, and then I thought, okay, maybe I am still being prepared for the one that I thought, you know, she's it. Or maybe she's just supposed to be this lost lover that you know, fail to hold, and she's this, you know, this image in your life for, you know, I could have done better, you know, or, you know, it could have been worse. You see, I don't quite get that. You know, it's all mushy. Yeah, I love that word now. It means something totally different in German. But there's nothing else here, right? And I feel like, you know, maybe somebody's been holding my hand to get me here. It's like, you know, maybe you have to stay away from angry men for some time, you know, because it's not your responsibility to make everyone happy all the time. Now it's time to boulder and to toughen up a little from all this smoking and just get shit out of your system in a different way. You know, that's just what I've been saying. So just do what you feel like, what helps you, and then go.